Microsoft. So Microsoft, Xbox. So I don't play Xbox. The only Xbox I've ever owned is the original Xbox, and I got that when the Xbox 360 was already been out for like 6 years at that point. And so I am familiar with Xbox. Like I would listen to Xbox podcasts, and I keep up with the gaming industry, so I know what games are on it. So what they'll talk about, they'll probably announce Forza 7, because that's inevitable, because that's an annualized game series, and Horizon 3 came out last year, so it's 7's turn. What else is maybe they'll talk about some, I don't know. They have like an interesting exclusive deal with Capcom in terms of like the, Dead Rising series. Maybe they'll announce some kind of Capcom collaboration. I don't know. I think it'd be cool if they announced Halo 6, but it might be too early. It's definitely too early for any Gear stuff, but Halo, maybe they can announce that. I know Halo Wars 2 just came out, but that's not really part of the main series. Not even made by 343. That was made by, I forget what the studio's name is, but I know they make Total War, and they're owned, I think it's Total War, but they're owned by Sega, I believe, who actually made it, which is pretty cool. But like Halo 6, I believe they're trying to do like a whole new, like they're doing a second trilogy, and the 6 would be the last one in it, And I know a lot of people were disappointed with Halo 5 story-wise, but the online was awesome. They said this is like the best online since 2. Again, I wouldn't have any knowledge of that because I've played literally like none of Halo. Like I've played a little bit of Halo games. Like I think I played like 4 levels of Halo 1, but then the disc wasn't working, so I couldn't play anymore. And I played a little bit of Halo 2, and I played a little bit of Halo 3, and maybe even 4. I've actually played quite a lot of Halo, but only like a level or like a half a level of each. I've never actually played a Halo game, and I play a little bit of online stuff with some friends, but like I don't play online, so I don't really care. I'm trying to think of what other Microsoft things I have. I think they're doing like Cuphead is like a kind of indie exclusive thing they got going on that would be cool, because Cuphead looks very interesting. I like the art style. I know originally it was like a boss rush mode game, and people weren't too happy with that. And so I remember like last year, or even like 2 years ago now, they showed off the single player, which is kind of like a run and gun or like Mega Man type style game, and people didn't like look too happy with that either. But I also think that the game has been like in the wild so long, and like people have been talking about it. Like I was like, just come out already, or just don't. I don't know. That game graphically looks beautiful. If I had an Xbox One, I'd probably play it. But I know Crackdown 3 it has been announced, but there hasn't been any word from it in a while. I think the last update we got was like last Gamescom, or even maybe in E3, where they updated their webpage saying we'll get more information at some point. So I don't know, maybe we'll get some more information on that. Again, since I've never really been an Xbox gamer, there's none of these games exclusive wise that I care about. So, and of course, any other game that's not a Microsoft exclusive is going to be third party. And I can't really think of any what third-party games they had, because they don't have the Call of Duty partnership, or the Call of Duty marketing deal. And I believe Sony also has the Destiny marketing deal too, so I don't think any of those will be there. Maybe they'll get some like Ubisoft stuff there. I think they had like a marketing deal with the Division, and of course Tomb Raider, the Rise of Tomb Raider was a Microsoft timed exclusive, and they had all the marketing and stuff with that. But I don't know what else they would. I don't know what else they'll can talk about in terms of third party or in second party stuff. I'm just not too familiar with what, like, I don't follow like what Xbox does or whatever. I know that Phil Spencer, who's the head of Xbox, he said that they're gonna do like a full Scorpio unveil, and showing off that at the presentation. So that's cool. I'm not too happy with these half-step console upgrades, but I think this was more like a brand new thing. It's just going to be completely backwards compatible, because I know backwards compatible was like a big thing. Everyone's like, holy shit, this is awesome. And it fucking, like, I wish PS4 would do that, because PlayStation Now, it sucks. Like, I haven't used it, but it's like streaming. Like, we had to stream the games. Why can't we just freaking buy them and play our PS3 games on our PS4? Ugh. But that's all I can really think of Microsoft, think about for Microsoft. I'm sure there's tons of stuff that I'm missing. But I just can't think of anything. Like, I'm just clueless right now. Sony. Yeah, to show off my shirt, it says always in control, and has a PS3 controller. I got it at Walmart on clearance for $5, so eat your heart out. I don't know. So Sony, PlayStation, most out of all the big three, Microsoft, Nintendo, PlayStation, I'm probably most familiar with that because I play pretty much PlayStation exclusively. I'm really familiar with Nintendo too, but I don't play a lot, like everything that comes out and everything, all that stuff. But anyway, so Sony, they have a bunch of stuff coming out. I know there was rumors coming out that the Spider-Man game that Insomniac is working on, according to Marvel, is supposed to come out this year, and Insomniac said we haven't talked about anything at this time. So people were saying, oh, this game is way far out. It's like, well, if there's rumors coming out, they're supposed to come out like relatively soon. I don't think it's as far out as we think it is, because sometimes there's truth to some rumors. And it was pretty widespread, and I believe it came from Marvel. Like, that was the original. I think that's what the rumor is saying, is that Marvel says. And I think Insomniac was commented on it just to get out of people's heads. And because remember, there was, like, last E3, there was a rumor that Sucker Punch was working on the Spider-Man game in terms of Insomniac. So there's probably is some truth to this rumor. I hope so. That'd be really cool. We got a kick-ass Spider-Man game. Like, I love Insomniac. They make really great games. Insomniac, they made Ratchet and Clank. They made Spyro the Dragon way back in the day, and they made like Sunset Overdrive, and they made some other games too. They've really kind of branched out and they've really branched out in the past few years, and they made like Resistance, and they made, I think it was Fuse or something like that. They made for EA, but that game wasn't good. I never played it, but then they've made some like smaller games like Into the Deep or whatever that game was. So it should be a cool game. I'm really looking forward to it, and so I'm sure we'll see that. I really hope we get some more information on the new God of War, because that looks pretty interesting. Maybe a release date or a window. That'd be really cool. And I'm sure we'll see some more information on Days Gone. That game doesn't really look too interesting to me. I know the developer is Sony Bend. I don't think I've played any of their games. They used to make Siphon Filter, I think it was, or no, SOCOM, one of those. Used to make those. I never played either of those series, so I don't care. And I know they made the Uncharted for Vita, but I haven't played that because I don't have a Vita yet. But I'm sure there's some more on that. Maybe we'll get a release date. That seems like a game that can come out this year. I mean, the studio didn't do anything for a long time, so I'm sure they've been working on this game for a few years already. So it's probably ready to go soon. I don't think we'll see anything in Last of Us 2 because it's like they said at PSX that this game's really early development. Is like early engine like footage, like it's not final or anything, and it was just like a reveal thing. So if they show more, I won't like be like fuck you, but like I don't think they should. I think they should go quiet for a little bit until they're ready to give us more information, because I don't think that game's coming out for a few years. But it's possible that we could see something from it, but I don't think we have a release date on Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, or whatever the hell that game is, the DLC for it. And maybe we'll get a release date on that. Maybe another trailer, something kind of small. Because, I mean, that game is reportedly going to be like 10 hours long. So they're just making a whole new Uncharted game. Because Uncharted games are really not that. They're only like 8 to 12 hours anyway. I mean, Uncharted 4 is pretty long. So this is like just making another Uncharted game. Really, it's not really like a small little standalone couple-hour thing like everyone thought it'd be, like Left Behind, the Last of Us DLC. I don't remember if I mentioned Sucker Punch, but they haven't came out with anything since Infamous Second Son, and I think it'd be cool if they came out with something new. I think it's gonna be a new IP. I'm pretty sure they're done with Infamous. If not, maybe it could be an Infamous 4. I really like it. I played the first Infamous. I played like half of Infamous 2 and never beat it. I never played Second Son. I played First Light, which is again, DLC. I don't like using standalone DLC, calling it DLC. It's not. They use that, or I played that, and that was pretty fun. Maybe, I mean, Insomniac seems like they're doing a lot, but maybe they'll announce like a new Ratchet and Clank, because the last one that came out, the reboot, did really well. So maybe they'll announce another new Ratchet and Clank, which would be fucking awesome, because I love Ratchet and Clank a lot. So maybe, I mean, the old Ratchet and Clanks, they're annual. They came out like year after year for like a long time. So it wouldn't be, out of, like it's not out of the ballpark for there to be another one so quick. But I don't know. Insomniac seems like they're doing a lot, so maybe not. But we'll see. That'd be really cool if they did. And another thing in terms of like Insomniac, actually, because it seems like the Crash Insane trilogy is pretty hyped, and I think it'll be out by then. I don't remember when the release date is. But if that does well, reviews well, whatever, it seems like people really liked it. But I really hope, even the fact that, if they're going to talk about it at E3, what I'm about to say, even if they don't have the numbers in my Crash, they already have a plan of doing it. But I just hope the reaction that the Crash announcement got leads them to announce the Spyro trilogy for the PS1 games, because I like Spyro more than Crash. I feel like there were just better games. And then I've played through the Spyro PS1 trilogy like a few years ago on PS3 or the PS1 Classics, and they're still very good games. They just have the common problem of the camera sucks in it, because like pretty much every early 3D game, they had no idea how to fucking operate a camera, because that wasn't a thing before in game development. So they didn't know how to do it. So you just gotta kind of you move it with these, and it doesn't really work very well. And so they can fix it. They can fix it so you do this to move the camera around. You update some of the controls and the levels and the graphics, obviously, and then they have a fucking superb, awesome classic back that I would play the shit out of, because Spyro is fucking rad. Third-party stuff. They're going to talk about the new Call of Duty. This is Sledgehammer's year. They did Advanced Warfare, and the rumors going out that Call of Duty World War II, which is a dumb name, that's a really generic game. Although I am glad they're getting away from the Warfare title, because too many games has the name Warfare in it. Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare. Can you drop the Warfare title? Jesus. So that'd be cool. I like Call of Duty. Again, I haven't played them since Ghosts. But I do really like Call of Duty. I think the gameplay, mechanics are solid. They're awesome. I like playing them. I don't play online. Fuck that. But the campaigns are usually really good. And that'd be cool. Destiny 2 was announced, on the Activision train. Spyro would be Activision 2, actually. So was Crash. But anyway, so on the Activision train, Destiny 2 was announced. And so I assume we're going to get a gameplay reveal, because that's supposed to come out this fall. So I'm sure we're going to gameplay reveal trailer and some more information, maybe a solid release date. I don't know if we have one yet. I played Destiny when it first came out on PS3, and I played through the campaign. And the mechanics were solid, and it was fun to play, but there was nothing there. I know the game got better with the Taken King and what are the other expansions called? Taken King and I can't think of the names. But as they updated the game and added expansions, it got better. So maybe Destiny 2 will just be better out of the gate, which would be obviously that's usually how things work. So maybe I'll give it a shot. I don't know. I just don't I don't play the multiplayer stuff. I don't have a squad that we can just go, yeah, let's go play Destiny for 6 hours. I don't have that. That's not what my gaming life is. I mostly play by myself, and so just I'll see. In terms of other third-party stuff, Kingdom Hearts 3. Because they better have a fucking trailer. Come on, Square. We need a new trailer. We need at least a fucking release window, if not a date, for Kingdom Hearts 3. It's been 4 years since it was announced, and it's time, Square. It's time. Even if it's not coming out this year, which I highly doubt would come out this year, unless they would drop bombs November 17th, 2017. I'd be but I don't think that's going to happen. It would be really cool if it did. But we really need it, because we haven't gotten, I think, it was a 2.8 trailer, said more information to Kingdom Hearts 3 this winter. It's spring, dude. Where? We haven't got any information on Kingdom Hearts 3 in a long time. And the last thing we got was, I think it was Tetsuya Nomura saying he wants to show more of the game. I think also Final Fantasy VII Remake, at an event sometime this year, and E3 is the first major gaming event. I made a video about this some time ago, a couple weeks ago, and pretty much I'm just rehashing everything I said there. But it's time to get more Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer information, stuff like that. I hope in the trailer we can see, maybe they show us some, because we've only really seen Sora. So maybe we can see Riku, maybe even Kairi and stuff like that. Maybe even some other character like Axel or Lee, actually his name is now, or something like that. But that'd be cool if we got some of that. Maybe we got some little bit of more story tease. Because we got the Ericus and Ericus and fucking Xehanort, Jesus, stuff, and with the trailer 2015. Damn, it's been a while. So hopefully, Square, we need this. And also Square, Final Fantasy VII, yeah, but care, but I don't care, and then, I don't know what, maybe they can announce the Lightning Trilogy coming to PS4. Everyone fucking hates Final Fantasy 13. I don't know why. I think that game is actually pretty good. The gameplay is awesome. The graphics are awesome. The story's cool. The characters, I like the characters. That was the first Final Fantasy game I played. I've tried playing other ones, but I don't like turn-based. I don't Final Fantasy 13 is not Kingdom Hearts action where it's like, yeah, or Final Fantasy 15, but I figured out a good way with the paradigm shifts. The combat system is awesome. That's one of the things that people really say about they like about the games. The combat's good, but like I liked Final Fantasy 13, so fuck you. So they could announce that. That might probably get people really pissed, but who cares? I would want it. I would buy it. Because I never played Lightning Returns. I played Final Fantasy 13 and Final Fantasy 13-2, but never Lightning Returns. I don't know what else Sony could really talk about. I mean, I'm sure there's stuff. There's probably going to be a surprise announcement of what, I don't know, from what studio. Again, the surprise announcement from the studio could be from Sucker Punch. I don't know. Maybe. I highly doubt it, but they did announce that Jak 1, 2, 3, and X are coming to PS4. So maybe that could be like teasing up to a Jak 4 announcement. I fucking doubt it, without fucking blow my mind. If that does happen, I highly doubt it'll be made by Naughty Dog. Because that studio is completely changed. I don't think any of the people any of the key people anyway, who worked on Jak and Daxter are even at Naughty Dog anymore. A lot of people who worked on like Uncharted 1 are not even there anymore. So people like Amy Hennig, for example. But that'd be fucking rad if that happened. I don't know who would make it. Maybe some like kind of second party studio, which Sony seems to be working with second parties a lot more than they used to. So I don't know. That would be really, really, really cool for them to. Sorry for all the freaking barking and people yelling in my house is crazy. That'd be really cool if that would happen, so that's all I really think of. Nintendo. So Nintendo, I believe they're just doing a digital event this year. I don't know if they actually said anything. I think it'd be cool if they did a press conference, because they got a new console, it's doing very well, blah, 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 blah. So I believe this E3 is going to be probably at least 95% focused on the Switch, and probably 0% focused on Wii U, because they said the Breath of the Wild is the last game they're releasing, that Nintendo is releasing, not other people are releasing for the Wii U, which is unfortunate because I still have Wii U and no Switch, but I plan on getting Switch sometime soon. I gotta figure it out when, and I gotta find one. But I don't know what they can talk about. They'll probably show off more of Mario Odyssey. That game's pretty cool. We'll probably get a new trailer. I don't think we got an actual release date on it yet, so maybe we'll get that. I was actually planning on making this video a little while ago, but then the Direct happened where they gave us the release date for Splatoon 2 and ARMS, and they also talked about some other games coming to Wii U. I can't really recall everything, but it was like some random things like freaking. I said Wii U, I meant Switch. Like Payday 2, which is weird. It's like, okay, Payday, that's kind of weird, but why not? And like Minecraft. But then there was the was it a Direct or... Yeah, it was Fire Emblem Direct, wasn't it? That had not too long ago. I think it was right after the Switch reveal. Or like the Switch presentation or whatever. But like, there's a brand new Fire Emblem game coming to the Switch, like a brand new one. I'm sure they'll talk about that. And there's Fire Emblem Heroes, or Warriors, whatever it was called, which is the Dynasty Warriors, but Fire Emblem, which pretty cool. I don't really care about Fire Emblem because I don't like strategy games. Or even, it's the RPG, it's strategy RPG, but I don't really like that kind of genre. So I'd definitely play this because I like the Fire Emblem characters. They're really cool, and I feel like this game would be really fun to play. And I really like Hyrule Warriors. That game was freaking awesome, even though it was just simple smash shit. But I freaking have hours and hours and hours in that game. So that'd be really cool. I think it'd be really cool. I know they talked about like the Kirby 25th anniversary stuff in the Direct, but it was all 3DS stuff, and it was like had a couple of like weird little Kirby games coming. But I think it'd be cool if they announced a brand new mainline Kirby game for Switch. But it had the Rainbow Curse or whatever that Wii U Kirby game was that you drew the lines or whatever. If it had that graphic and art style, the clay looking things, because those graphics were fucking amazing in that game. That game was really pretty, and I really liked how it looked. But I wish I could just play it like a Kirby game because I like Kirby games. The only one I've actually really, really played was Squeak Squad, I think it was on the DS. But I played other ones, and I like Kirby's fun. They're fun. They're easy little, family friendly platformers that you can just kind of. Yeah, I just feel like playing Kirby because I'm a man. I can do what I want. But I think it'd be really cool if they did a Kirby game like that. Or even just like a new Kirby game on a console, because there's been a shit ton of Kirby games in 3DS. I've never played any of them, though. I should just go and just buy all the Kirby games in 3DS because I like Kirby. I think it'd be cool if they officially announced, because I think it's been teased or whatever, or rumored, for Super Smash Bros. For Switch. And maybe, you know, it would be like a deluxe edition. It'll have all the previous DLC. So, you know, Cloud and Bayonetta and Roy and Mewtwo and all the DLC characters. And maybe some extra characters. Maybe add like the Inklings or something like that. Because you did with Mario Kart. They added Inkling and stuff. Maybe some other stuff. But yeah. But I think it'd be cool if they, that'd be, you know, Smash for Switch. So some new characters and pretty much the same game, but a couple extra new things. You know, that'd be fun. I'm trying to think. Like, I'm sure they'll talk about some other stuff coming. I think it'd be cool because they did it with they've slowly been kind of like remaking and releasing all the old Zelda games. They did with Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess HD. So they should make Skyward Sword HD. But here's how they gotta do it, because the Switch is portable and you can, you know, take it on the go and plays with it controls. They gotta make the option where you can. They take the one, like you can either use the 1-to-1 motion controls with the Joy-Cons because it has that, or just play it like a regular fucking game, which I would fucking love Skyward Sword if it did that because I hated the motion controls in the game. So if it did that, I would just play it just like I would play Twilight Princess or Breath of the Wild or something like that. Just controller like this. And they can also take, because a lot of people hated like how Fee or Fi, however you pronounce her name, would just pop up every 5 fucking seconds. They can take that out, like reduce that, because they've always kind of fixed issues that the game had when they made this Swift Sail, and they think they reduced the Triforce mission at the end, and they fixed some issues in Twilight Princess as well, and they also added some things in that. So they can also do that with Skyward Sword, where okay, let's make the motion controls optional. Let's reduce Fi or Fee, however you pronounce her name. Let's reduce her. And boom, there you go. The game's better. There you go. And I would make it a game that I really liked, versus a game that like So, and they would have to make it without motion controls because of the fact that otherwise it wouldn't be to play it on docked. Or yeah, on docked. Well, I mean, you could, but you'd have to, you know, with a Joy-Con separately. But you can't. You know, that would be really difficult to do. So I don't see them doing that. I like releasing Skyward Sword, but still only with motion controls. I don't really know other stuff they can talk about. I think it'd be pretty badass if they finally announced the new Metroid, which I'm sure they're working on. And that'd be pretty cool if they, you know, announced it. But what it would need to have for me to actually want it, if it's going to be first person, like it's Metroid Prime 4, or it's called Metroid Prime, like it's a reboot or something like that, it would have to have modern first person shooter controls, or meaning like, you know, moving with this button, looking with this button, and shooting with one of these buttons, and then this is like jump and whatever. You know, they can change something as long as it's movement. You know, full forward, back, strafe, up, down, left, right, or you can, or if you're a heathen and play inverted, up, down, left, right, or whatever it is. I don't really know if you play inverted. Are these inverted? I think you can invert different axes. Either way, but if they do it, then I would look forward to playing that. Or they can make it, I don't know, people want a new Metroid that wasn't Fusion Force or whatever the hell the game was. So people would be ecstatic if they had finally announced that. So hopefully that is something they announce. Other than that, I can't really think of what else. I'm sure some smaller things maybe they can announce. I really fucking hope they announce GameCube Virtual Console along with all the other Virtual Console they've had on like Wii U. You know, DS and they couldn't really, well, I think DS you couldn't do it on docked, which is annoying because they couldn't capture it. So the on docked, so like DS Virtual Console, GBA, Game Boy, like pretty much the virtual console for every Nintendo system up until the Switch. I don't know how you could do. They probably couldn't do 3DS though. I mean, that'd be interesting if they made a. I mean, they couldn't do it though, because only the one screen. But if they made like a 3DS to Switch converter where you make a little adapter thing, you plug that into the card slot on the Switch, and you put the 3DS card in that, and boom. But there's only one screen. And it's not like the TV doesn't display anything when the Switch is undocked, so I don't think that would work. But I don't know. That's all I can really think of. And so since Nintendo is the last thing that happens at E3, this is the last portion of the video. So the video is over now. Woo! So yeah, this has been a long video from just the raw before editing. It is 48 minutes. Holy shit, this is this video is fucking long. I didn't think this video I thought it was going to be like a 20-minute video, not a freaking almost hour-long video. Maybe I'll break this up into parts. But, holy shit. E3 is a big thing, and I've been procrastinating making this video. And I'm probably going to procrastinate editing this video because it's so freaking long. Holy shit. But, so, yeah, that's pretty much my E3 predictions and hopes and whatnots. So I hope you enjoyed watching me ramble on for an hour long before editing, because I'm sure this video will still be like 50 minutes long after editing. So make sure you guys like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know, the stuff that you're supposed to do to help your fellow YouTubers out. Not all your YouTubers, but your favorite YouTubers out. I'm nobody's favorite YouTuber, but to help me out, you know, like share and commenting and subscribing and all the stuff that I like when people do that. It's nice. But thank you for watching me. I'm really bad at outros. I'm just really bad at outros. But I will see you guys in approximately 7 years, because I take forever to make videos now because I work along with trying to do this and Let's Play channel and stuff and free time and whatnot. So thank you. Bye.